here's something wild. This building that looks like a skyrocket ready to be thrown is actually a luxurious hotel. But before you book a night there, you must know that this hotel hasn't hosted any guests for over 40 years. So this is the Ryugyong Hotel, the project that was planned to be the tallest hotel in the world and the biggest achievement of North Korea. It's 3 times taller than the Statue of Liberty and a little taller than the Eiffel Tower. You could create a secret city like the Vatican inside this one building. However, today it has lost that title. Instead, it took the title of the tallest unoccupied hotel on the planet. North Korea's dream was to create a building that could inspire jealousy in the Western world. A 105-story building with 8 of its floors rotating. They would have a perfect view of the country, and maybe even a view of South Korea, the biggest enemy of the state. The dream was big, a huge record-breaking hotel that would not only bring tourists, but also attract numerous investors. So what went wrong? Construction began in 1987. It might not look that long ago, but this was before the internet even became public. The deadline to finish the project was 1989, but due to some engineering problems, it didn't meet its deadline. That's when a series of serious problems started. The next deadline was set for 1992, but like a curse, new problems appeared, and there weren't any construction materials anymore. The money ran out, and they needed cash more than ever. I wonder who in the world would want to give money to North Korea. But it looks like I spoke too early. In 2008, a foreign phone company accepted to fund the hotel. In return, the hotel would serve as a phone tower. That's completely insane, but that's not my problem. A new deadline was set for 2012. Hopefully then, everything would go smoothly and the spaceship building would finally be completed. The hotel was covered with glass, and for months, it looked more and more polished. However, imagine that the interior was completely empty, literally empty. Inside, you would feel more like you were in an ancient tomb than in a luxurious hotel. So another deadline passed, people were getting impatient, and North Koreans could only applaud. The country set a new deadline, the last of the last, for 2013, but after some months, everything stopped at once. They didn't have enough patience, but then, out of nowhere, the hotel came back to life. You could see engineers working on the hotel again. In fact, they just wanted to add LED lights so that people could watch it instead of sleep in it. But here's what I think. Even if the hotel were finished, I would have never dared to enter inside. A hotel that looks like a spaceship, or even a nuclear head. It's just so funny the way North Korea is trying so hard to attract foreigners when they strictly can't allow anyone to visit them. But if there is one thing I retain, it's that it can only be the best place for introverts. So tell me, do you think this hotel will ever be completed?